We will go ahead and continue our media availabilities for today. We're joined by Parker Kligerman, driver of the number 96 Gaunt Brothers Racing Toyota. Thanks for joining us.
Yeah, no, sure. I'm as surprised as you guys. So, hi, how you doing? Hey, I didn't know if you guys misspelled, Keselowski twice or something. So, but I'm here for the taking. So maybe it's a good chance. Brad, you're still here. I want to announce I'm starting my 4D manufacturing company soon. So we're just gonna one-up you on the D dimensions. Yeah, we're gonna call it Klim, I think. Yeah, it's gonna be good. So, thank you, appreciate it. We're looking forward to it.
We'll go ahead and open it up for questions. If you have one, please raise your hand. We'll start up here in the front with Jeff.
I would like to hear Parker Kligerman's hot takes on the schedule changes.
Oh, hot takes. So, I think, considering some of the, contracts and such, I think everyone did a great job. I know that's kind of toting the line, but I really do think it was cool to see some changes, some shake up the schedule. Personally, I think that 2-week break, I know it's for the Olympics and not just because I'm an NBC guy, but I think that's a really cool concept. In Formula One, they have that month-long break in August. It's like a summer break, and I think something for our sport to look at, just how grueling the schedule is, not just for crew members, not for drivers, but for you guys, the media members, myself who's done the media thing. I mean, it's funny. You get to Phoenix sometimes. I remember last year, and there's teams that they're in the playoffs, they're racing for the championship, and some of them are like, I just want to go home. Like, it's just, they're tired. It's a really grueling schedule. So I think that was one of the coolest things I saw in the deal. And I know 2 weeks doesn't sound like a lot, but for people who live their life on the road, that's gold. As someone myself who's already hit 30 flights on American Airlines this year alone, I live on an airplane. So if you tell me I've got an extra 24 hours at home, that's amazing, let alone 2 weeks. I mean, that's amazing. So I think that's really cool. On the racing side, Daytona ending the regular season is going to be nuts. I think that's, speaking, AJ Allmendinger and I were talking yesterday on Motorsports Hour about how, he viewed those races on that 47 car as an opportunity to win. And if he knew going into a Daytona race that he had a chance to make the playoffs in that one race, and it was a, make it or break it sort of night, he's like, there's no telling what I would have done. So I think that's a really interesting thing for a lot of your teams that are sitting outside the top 20 in points that could literally change the course of their year / the course of their funding, et cetera, by making the playoffs. It's cool.
We'll go over here to the right to Zach.
This is 2 more questions than I thought I'd get. So thank you.
Zach Tanzretti, KickingTheTires.net. Your Cup career started here at Texas. You made your debut back in 2013. That was your best Cup finish up until this year at Daytona. So can you kind of revisit that race and being with Swan Racing and how that thing came together and leaving with a top 20 finish?
Yeah, that was a really cool weekend. I don't want to revisit Swan Racing, what happened afterwards, but I would say that weekend in particular was really cool because we got them, I think, one of their best qualifying positions that weekend, and we just had speed the whole time, and we got in the race, and I didn't know what to expect from a 500-mile race. I hadn't done that. One of the coolest things was leading into the weekend, I got to speak to Jimmy Johnson. He was super open about giving me advice about things to do in a Cup car and such, and it was funny because everything he told me when I did it, we just went faster and we were better. So he was a great teacher, and we went out there and just had a day into night that was spectacular. I mean, we never made a mistake. The whole team excelled, executed really well. And I remember at the end of the run of the last run of the race, I was passing cars so fast. I mean, I ran over Marcus Ambrose and it was like, you look at the budget they had compared to that car at the time, we ran him over. I mean, we were so fast, and our lap times at the time were in the top 10 basically. So we were flying. But that was a cool weekend. I hate that it took all the way till Daytona this year to get to better that finish. But I've always had thought fondly about this place because of that. Also, just the truck races I had here. I think I finished second 2 or 3 times here. So that's not cool, but I really like a cowboy hat. But I've always ran well in the old version of this place, and so I've always liked coming to Texas.
Do we have 3 questions for Parker?
We're beating it by 3. Wow, this is incredible.
All right, well, thank you for joining us.
No, don't. Oh, 2. It's my new record. Thank you, guys. Appreciate it. Have a good one.